Hey there, this is Tom Martin. I'm the CEO and founder of LawDroid, and this is your June 2024 update on all things LawDroid. So first off, I'd like to jump into Copilot and share with you a couple of new features we've added. The first, as you'll see here, is role playing. So if we click on that, we can ask Copilot to take on a role. In this case, we have Devil's Advocate as the first edition. If you have any suggestions, let me know for additional ones. And the way it works is you click on Devil's Advocate, you state a position, and then Copilot will take the opposite point of view. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can say to convince me otherwise, is our stated position. So Copilot goes and comes up with arguments to counter that. Photographic evidence, gravity, the horizon, circumnavigation, time zones, you get the idea. But you can go back and forth in a continuous argument to further refine your point of view and perhaps add that to your pleading in a motion, for example. It could be about any topic whatsoever, and Copilot will aggressively advocate for the opposite view and help you to make a better argument. So let's try out the next feature that we have here. And that one has to do with using a prompt library. So if you're familiar with using ChatGPT, you may have developed some prompts that you really like. And so our freeform prompt directly connects you to GPT-4. And then if you wanted to reuse a prompt you've used in the past, you could simply click here on prompts. It opens up a prompt library where you can add prompts that you like. For example, this one is for drafting a lease under California law. It has a number of different variables that it needs to capture to be able to complete the lease agreement, along with an instruction to follow up with questions if it doesn't have all the information, and then finally to draft the lease. So let's click on Use Prompt and see what it does. So first of all, it has the follow-up questions. Who's the tenant? What's the address? The lease term, rental amount, and other terms. So I'm going to paste in some information that I have to answer those questions about the tenant, the landlord, the address, and so on. And let's see what Copilot comes up with. And there you go. Lickety split. Copilot has drafted a residential lease agreement between Larry Landlord and John Doe for the stated property address for 1 year, running from tomorrow, July 1st. The rental amount for $2,500, security deposit of $5,000, the no pet provision, other provisions about maintenance and repairs, utilities and termination, the governing laws, California, and has signature blocks for Larry Landlord and John Doe. So not too shabby for a prompt that you can save and reuse. And you could save and reuse any prompt that you have in mind or that you've used in the past and have it conveniently located within your prompt library for reuse. Now, as a LawDroid customer, you also have access to our LawDroid Manifesto podcast. And so I've interviewed some really great people that are innovative, and there's a lot to learn from, actually. Matthew Kurbis just recently is a subscription attorney. Conti Moore is one of our customers, and she's a very successful family law attorney. Scott Lee, he founded AltFee, and they are a very interesting startup that is working on coming up with alternate fees that do not require billing by the hour. Carolyn Elephant is, if you don't know who she is, you really need to follow her and learn more about her. She's been blogging for many years, and she is a luminary in the legal tech and solo space. Kevin O'Keefe has also been around for a while. He is the legal blog father. He established one of the first blog networks. Judge Scott Schlegel, Roma Khan, Mark Palmer, Jordan Furlong, the list goes on. There's just an amazing group of people that I've interviewed so far, and you can learn from the best. So check out the LawDroid Manifesto podcast, and you can subscribe to LawDroidManifesto.com and get notified when every new episode comes out. I also have some really great articles here that are part of LawDroidManifesto.com, so subscribe to teach you about all of these new things that come about with AI. For example, retrieval augmented generation. There's been a lot of questions lately about accuracy. What about that? I go through this full article and talk about in depth how retrieval augmented generation works, hallucinations, and I even have a separate article dedicated entirely to hallucinations, what they are, why they happen, and that's some really great stuff. So you should check that out. Another article on prompt engineering, if you ever wondered what that is, this goes into a great level of detail in explaining prompt engineering. And if you want to learn even more, we have LawDroid University, where you could actually take any of these courses. This one is new from last time. This is a 5-part, 5-hour webinar series that I put together. First it was live, now it's recorded for your benefit. Generative AI for lawyers, empowering solos and small law firms. So if you dive into that, you'll see that there's videos for all 5 parts, and you get a summary, class notes, insightful quotes, key takeaways. This is from each and every part, as well as the entire transcript, if you want to read through that. So some really great stuff to get up to speed on AI. We're here as your guide to guide you through this AI revolution. And lastly, you could check out our YouTube channel. Our LawDroid YouTube channel has all of our LawDroid Manifesto videos from the podcast, clips, our Work Smarter video with Conti Moore, as well as clips of that interview, product updates, the entire LawDroid AI conference that we had back in January is found here. The 5-part course that I mentioned, LawDroid Legacy, which is a collection of older podcast episodes that I put together with really world-class leaders in legal technology, along with a number of American Legal Technology Awards videos. So this is what we're doing here at LawDroid, trying to keep you up to date, educated, and to be your guide through the AI legal revolution. And so if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me personally at tom@lawdroid.com. And I just want to thank you so much for being a customer. Couldn't do this without you. Have a great summer. See you next time.